Coming to you from Mumbai, the city where all the action is taking place in the Sushant Singh Rajput death mystery case. Right through the day, one person has been interrogated by the CBI. The prime accused as per the Bihar police FIR, Riya Chakrabarti. All eyes have been on her, and the latest that we are getting is after an interrogation that began at 10 a.m. in the morning. As night falls in Mumbai at 9 p.m., almost after 12 hours, her interrogation is about to end. We are told the CBI has confronted her with various questions, many of which were raised in that India Today interview yesterday. That was the line of questioning, trying to corroborate what Riya was saying with what a number of the others who have already been interrogated by the CBI are saying. Saurabh Bhaktania is our man on the spot. Saurabh, what has been the line of questioning? The CBI taking as much as 12 hours. What are they looking at specifically from Riya at the moment?
The most important question which the CBI right now asking to Riya Chakrabarti is about the medicines which were given to Sushant Singh Rajput. The most important question is whether she was giving medicines to Sushant, and if yes, who was prescribing it. The another important questions which the CBI is asking her is about after she left Sushant Singh Rajput's house, did she inform about his health conditions to his family, and how were her relationship with the family members of Sushant Singh Rajput. Most of the questions she has answered to the exclusive interview given to India Today. There is another set of questions which are been asked to Riya Chakrabarti is about after the death of Sushant Singh Rajput. The questions are, why did she speak to Bandra-based DCP? Did she got in touch with Siddharth Pithani and Samuel Miranda? So the most important part is, Rajdeep, Siddharth Pithani, after few hours of questioning today at DRDO guest house, he was taken out. He was taken to the head office of Mumbai CBI that is based in BKC area. He was questioned there for over 5 hours. Now, what was this questioning all about? After 5 hours of questioning, Siddharth Pithani is now back to the DRDO guest house where all are being questioning. So, this raises a lot more questions. The sources are telling us that Siddharth Pithani somewhere or the other is changing his statement time and again, and therefore Siddharth Pithani's statements are being taken several times. The questioning of Riya Chakrabarti for the moment is over. She will be out any moment. But Souvik Chakrabarti, it's the second day. Yesterday he was questioned for a marathon of over 14 hours. Today all were questioned separately. In the coming future, all will be questioned together. So the CBI are telling us that they are investigating.
Okay, so we are getting news. We are getting news, Saurabh, at the moment. Riya Chakrabarti has just come out of the CBI questioning, which is taking place at the DRDO guest house, where she has been questioned since 10 a.m. in the morning. Those are the first visuals that we are getting at the moment. Riya Chakrabarti was questioned by the CBI from 10 a.m. in the morning, and almost 12 hours later, her questioning, we are told, is over. What we are told is there is no likelihood of arresting Riya Chakrabarti. In fact, our sources are telling us that the CBI at the moment does not believe that there is any ground to arrest Riya Chakrabarti. So I think we need to put that on the record that she's not going to be arrested. Instead, it was an interrogation that lasted as much as 12 hours or nearly 12 hours. It started at around 10 a.m. in the morning. She was informed about it. There you have the first visuals. She was informed about it around 9 a.m., after which she was allowed to leave just a short while ago. We are told the interrogation of Riya Chakrabarti is finally over. So that's the big news that's coming in from the DRDO guest house. Saurabh Bhaktania is still there. Also with me here in Mumbai is our Mumbai Bureau Chief, Sahil Joshi, will join me. Sahil and I have been through this day speaking to various people who have been closely involved in the interrogation to find out more details. Remember, these are the visuals that we are getting you at the moment from the DRDO guest house. Very interesting, Sahil, that the CBI chose the DRDO guest house for this interrogation, not the CBI headquarters in Mumbai. Why did they choose the DRDO guest house?
See, it looks like that there was a special investigating team which was formed. They called it CBI SIT when when the team was formed, and that's why they wanted to have a separate place where Ria can be interrogated, or anyone in this particular investigation can be interrogated. In fact, what we have been told is that right from Siddharth Pithani to everyone, we can see the visuals that Ria Chakravarti's car is leaving at this point of time the DRDO guest house.
And she lives in Juhu,
right.
So perhaps a bit more convenient to do it at DRDO in the suburbs rather than do it in the Mumbai headquarters in the town.
No, actually the CBI headquarters now have shifted to the BKC.
So she could have been interrogated there as well.
Yeah, she could have been interrogated there as well, but they have been interrogating everyone, whoever, maybe the witness or the people who are involved in this case or whom they think that can provide them some kind of an information. All of them have been called at the DRDO.
And you can see the large number of, this has become some would say a circus, but others would say this is the nature of this entire case, which has sort of captured the imagination, certainly of the television media. Every moment and every movement of Ria is being tracked. And her house, remember, is about 15-20 minutes away from where the DRDO guest house is. That's where she will go. Her brother, interestingly, has been questioned for the second consecutive day. Now, I want to tell you that when I spoke to Ria Chakravarti, she told me that her brother was planning to go to do a course in a university in America. She said because of COVID and then subsequently because of the manner in which this case has played out, her brother has had to defer plans. Now, her brother's situation is interesting because, remember, he was a director with Sushant Singh Rajput in 2 of the 3 companies that they had set up, one of which had Ria, Sushant and Shobik, who's Ria's brother. So interestingly, in the context of the allegations made about financial mishandling, there was the brother's name that had come out. Remember, Ria Chakravarti had answered a lot of those questions, claiming that the 3 of them had 33,000 each paid up capital when they set up this company, Vidix Reality, and therefore there was no other transaction. This is something that the CBI wanted to find out today. So clearly there is that angle as well, Sahil. But, I just want to get a sense from you. The father was also interrogated again yesterday by the Enforcement Directorate. He's a former army surgeon. Clearly, they are looking at some level to see whether the statements that Ria has made, which are very factual to people like us, whether they actually match with the reality on the ground, whether Ria Chakravarti has actually only taken 33,000 paid up capital into these companies at Shobik, or are there more investments involved?
Obviously. So yesterday what happened is that Ria Chakravarti's father was called with the keys of the bank lockers in which they have an account. So the ED officials have taken up all the material. They have done the Panchnama there, and they are now trying to understand that how much exactly the money involved in the locker, the amount of the ornaments, all those things have been put inside the inside those lockers. So that is why the valuation is now being done by the Enforcement Directorate. Now we have to understand that the charges what the ED is trying to investigate, that is the Money Laundering Act. So was any kind of money laundered through these companies? It's something what the ED is looking at.
Which they've been looking at, Sahil, for 2 weeks, right?
Absolutely.
It was 2 weeks ago that they started looking at the money laundering angle, and they have not yet found anything
so
to arrest her.
What they found finally are the chats which some way show that there was some kind of a drugs involved in this particular case. And one chat is from 2017, other is from 2019, and then one chat is in 2020. Now, ED's purview is not the drug, but of course...
So they brought the NCB into it.
But of course, they will also try to understand, if there is a money involved in that particular drug transaction, and who was paying the money and how much money was being paid.
But
so that is something which they are trying to understand.
Let's be very clear. It's more than a couple of weeks since the ED started looking at Ria's accounts. From our sources, they have not found anything incriminating as yet. Now, that's 2 weeks. And since then, remember, the ED is being accused even of leaking some of those WhatsApps, which involved Ria's alleged talk to people involved in drugs. And many of those are being now going to be questioned in the days ahead. Either way, so far, what we are hearing is that the ED and the CBI have not found anything, certainly the ED has not found anything incriminating. Now it's for the CBI to be able to take this case forward and see whether they can find a mismatch between what Ria has been claiming so far and what is the reality. I think that is important. And remember, our interview has become a major part of this. I want to tell our viewers this because In that interview, Ria made certain very factual statements which she claims are the facts about her accounts, about Sushant's alleged depression, about relationship of Sushant with his own family, about the fact, interestingly, that it was Sushant's sister who stayed with Sushant from the 9th of June to 13th of June. Remember, Sushant committed suicide on the 14th. All of these facts have to be matched with the reality. And we have to see to what extent is Ria telling us the truth, and to what extent maybe has she said something that will be questioned by some of the other key witnesses in this case. So keep that in mind. Yes, Sai.
Yeah, so what we are hearing is that Ria has been summoned again. That's what the CBI sources are telling us. Now, when it's something which we don't know yet.
Not necessarily tomorrow?
There is a possibility that they may summon her tomorrow, because yesterday Shobik was interrogated, and today again, 2 days ago, and again today he was called for interrogation. So obviously there are a lot of things involved. They want to understand what happened between 8th and 14th. The people who have been working with Sushant Singh Rajput and various theories which have been floating. So they want to corroborate that with everyone's statement. They also want to understand whether if the cook is saying something, whether it matches with what the Siddharth Pithani had said, whether it matches with the Dipesh Sawant had said, the other guy who was working with Sushant Singh Rajput, on what Ria has told them. So everything needs to be matched, and that's why I think...
Interesting, because, remember, in our interview, Ria Chakraborty claimed that she had blocked Sushant's account from the 9th. So, the key, but Sushant contacted Shobik on the 9th itself. So, it's interesting to know Shobik's role, and it will be interesting to know between the 9th and 13th what exactly happened. Saurabh Bhaktania, you can give us more on this news that we are getting, that Ria is going to be summoned again by the CBI. There will be no arrests that are taking place. The CBI apparently at the moment does not see any reason to arrest her. What are they now looking, when are they likely to summon her now, Saurabh?
Very likely tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but as the line of investigation, right now she's been questioned separately, because CBI is doing a lot of questioning. Remember, it's the day 8, and from Cook, Neeraj to Keshav, Siddharth Pithani, they all are been questioned several times. They have been questioned for over 6 to 7 days continuously. So it is going to be a long procedure. We spoke to some of the CBI officials who were present at this particular investigation. They told us that it is going to take a long time, because this is just a questioning which has taken for one single day. She was questioned separately. Let me tell you how this whole questioning took place, Rajveer. First, one set of questions were asked to her. After those sets of questions were over, she was asked to relax for some time. She was given some time free with her brother. After that, second set of questions were asked to her. After that, she was again given some time. And this is how the whole time went. And at around 9 p.m., just few moments back, she's been left to go back home. But certainly, sometime sooner, later, she will be again called back to the CBI office, where the questioning of all the people related to Sushant will be done together.
The key elements, of course, one of the key elements in this entire investigation, the twist that is there, is the drug angle. Remember, it started off this entire case with nepotism. Then it moved into abetment to suicide. Then it moved to money laundering and cheating. Then there was the talk of the Bollywood mafia involved in murder. And now it has come to drugs. So you can see how this case has moved. The narrative has kept shifting. And that is an interesting element, particularly the drug element, because if there was one thing in that long 1 hour 42 minutes interview that I did with Ria where she was evasive, it was the so-called drug connection, and that comes because of the nature of the WhatsApps. There were 3 sets of WhatsApps. One was in 2017, one was in November 2019, and the third was in April 2020. And remember, there are 3 other individuals, therefore, one a hotelier in Goa, one a lady Shah in November, and then Samuel Miranda, Sushant's manager, in April. In all these, there is a suspicion that there is a drug angle. These are the questions that she was a little evasive on. Because to my mind, that is one of the lines of questioning that the CBI is likely to look at very carefully, because this is a new angle that has come out. And if there was one aspect that Riya, as I said, was a little evasive on when I questioned her, it was that drug angle. How is that line of questioning? What has Riya been saying on that is going to remain an important element in the days ahead, because we are told that the NCB, the Narcotics Control Bureau, will also be questioning her. Now, also keep in mind that unless possession has been found on Riya, or unless she has been, in a sense, it can be proven that she was engaging in an illegal act, it will be difficult to prosecute her in any form under the Narcotics, Drugs and Psychotropics Substance Act. So just based on those WhatsApps, it may be difficult. But can they use those WhatsApps to find out more is a big question that will be asked. But let's start. Remember, we are told the CBI questioning started with how Riya met Sushant. How Riya met Sushant was an important element. But before that, let's talk about that drug connection. What was Riya's answer to the drug connection? Let's listen in when I asked her these specific questions on the so-called drug connection of Riya Chakraborty that the CBI and the NCB are now looking at.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.